ask and you shall receive, honey. Listen, y'all have been asking me to watch Young and Reckless and for me to recap it, for me to do an after show, and y'all know I love y'all, so I'm asking, you shall receive, right? I'm gonna listen. So I am going to be recapping episodes 1 through 4 tonight. Hopefully I can get them all uploaded, get them all filmed for you guys. These are not going to be as long as my Baddies East reviews and my South Central Baddies reviews, just because I'm filming 4 of these in one night. So I'm just trying to keep it short and sweet and to the point, okay? So we're going to dive right into it. And yeah, let's do it. So we're going to start with episode 1, of course. Season 1, episode 1, Young and Reckless. This is a new show on the Zeus Network that a lot of you have seemed to enjoy. So I'm trying to give it a chance and see what all the hype's about, all right? Episode 1 was okay. It wasn't bad. So far, I'm thinking that I'm going to like it better than South Central Baddies. It does seem like the Young and Reckless has more of a Bad Girls Club feel to it than South Central Baddies does. South Central Baddies seems like nothing but fights. And Young and Reckless might be that too. But it doesn't seem as heavily driven on the fighting. I don't know. Maybe I will be proven wrong as I continue to watch the show. However, episode 1, first of all, let me say, we see that it's hosted by Ferrari. And I'm, off the bat, someone that's a new viewer, I don't know who Ferrari is. Maybe y'all can fill in and help me. Typically, y'all help me in the comments. Y'all are my co-hosts, so that's why y'all are here, to help me out and I'm here to entertain you, but y'all are here to help me out, right? So who is Ferrari? I'm assuming she's somebody from South Central Baddies, from another network. I don't know. And she's a pretty girl. Ferrari's a pretty girl. No shade, but is she a little person? Like, I'm not even trying to be funny or cute. Like, no shade. Is she a little person? Because Ferrari, she's a little girl. And she got these little tiny T-Rex arms. And she got these little tiny legs. So I'm, people are going to take that shady. But there are a lot of little people who just look, they don't look, how can I word this without coming off offensive? There are a lot of little people who, and when I say little people, for those who don't know, that's like a technical term for a dwarf. They don't like using the word midget. They say that's offensive and derogatory. So the correct term is little person. And there are a lot of little people who look like everyday average people like us. They're just short, right? I don't know. Anyway, she's a pretty girl. Now, at the beginning of episode 1, they're breaking the fourth wall quite a bit because we see Ferrari and another girl on the show go to the Now That's TV offices, and they're talking to the producers, I guess. So whoever that guy was they were talking to. They're talking to somebody that's on the production. And they pretty much let Ferrari know, and the other girl, that whoever wins season 1 gets to be the host for season 2. Now, Ferrari ain't feeling that because Ferrari is the host of this show. So she's looking at it like, wait a minute, so I don't get to come back next season? Which I understand her being upset. Like, bitch, how am I supposed to benefit from that, right? But my thing is, let me tell y'all where I got lost, because here we go with yet another show that is not explaining what is going on for new viewers like myself. Y'all can't expect every person to watch this show to be long time Now That's TV viewers. A lot of your viewers are going to be new viewers. So as a TV show, as a production, as someone telling a story, you need to make it make sense to us. Because y'all up here talking about whoever wins season 1 gets to be the host for season 2. What do y'all mean whoever wins season 1? This is a competition style show? If so, what are the competitions? How do they choose who? How do we know who goes home? How are they eliminated? You know what does that make sense to y'all? Am I making sense? I know I'm not the only one up here who feels that way. Like, and I know, here's another thing. I know y'all get tired of me critiquing these shows for things. I know y'all do, but listen, I do it out of love. I do it out of love because I want these shows to be successful. Why wouldn't I want these shows to be successful? I want to be entertained, right? And I know these are people just like myself who have dreams to create shows and want to create content. I get it, but y'all got to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is there a winner? If this was season 2, I would probably give them a pass because they've already had one season and, you know, maybe people already know what to expect. But this is the first season. What's the concept? What's the premise? If I was the CEO or the chief executive officer at NBC or Viacom or Discovery or one of these big networks, and I go to Now That's TV and I'm interested in buying your show, I want to put your show on NBC and give you millions of dollars to produce it. Okay, what's the concept? You're at the office with me. You got your big opportunity. What's the concept? What's the premise? Sell me your show. I don't think they even know what I don't even think they would know what to say. Now, let me get off my soapbox. My first impression of the girls on the cast is that I didn't really find one girl yet that I really liked, that I was like, oh, okay, she's a star. Okay, she's the it girl. I've yet to see one girl come in that doesn't have a recycled reality TV persona. And y'all already know what I mean when I say that. I don't have to explain. There's a lot of pretty girls on this cast. But most of them came in, you know, I'm the baddest. I'm here to stand on business. I'm a boss. I do this. I'm an entrepreneur. And let me just say this. If you come on one of these shows talking about I'm an entrepreneur, we're going to assume you sell pussy, baby. And I'm not saying none of these girls are not entrepreneurs. Anybody can be an entrepreneur if you put your mind, heart, soul, blood, sweat, and tears into it, right? But what is your business? Because half these girls be talking about, I'm an entrepreneur, but you selling pussy. And that's okay. That's okay. If I had a pussy, I'd sell it too. And I'd be the best entrepreneur out there. Anyway, a lot of these girls, my first impression are they're very pretty girls. Ferragamo, no, like, I really thought she gives me like a Summer Walker look. Is that just me? Maybe that's just me. But when I saw Ferragamo, I'm like, she looks like Summer Walker. All right, y'all, let's talk about Crystal for a minute. Now, Crystal, keep in mind, I'm just getting to know these girls. I ain't got no issue with these girls. Y'all don't take nothing personally. I say I don't know them from Adam. I'm just giving you my opinion on what these eyes see, right? Crystal was giving very much so she brings Ferrari, the host, a gift, right? And she pulls out this Louis Vuitton bag, and which I'm thinking it's going to be, and when I say a Louis Vuitton bag, I'm meaning like a Louis Vuitton shopping bag, not an actual bag. But I'm thinking in the shopping bag, it's going to be like a Louis Vuitton bag or a Louis Vuitton piece or something. But she bought Ferrari a Louis Vuitton fragrance. And that, no shade to that. That's still a nice gift, right? But my thing was how she did it. It gave very much, let me show that I purchased a Louis Vuitton gift. Let me show that I got money to buy something from Louis Vuitton. Let me kiss up to the host. Let me get brownie points from the host. And it's no shade. I'm not hating at all because my thing is, what's her name again? Crystal. Crystal said, you know, she was doing it because she's humble and she's grateful for the opportunity because Ferrari could have chose any other girl, but she chose her. So I understand where she's coming from when she's saying, you know, I'm a grateful person. I just want to thank this girl for giving me the opportunity. But my issue is that not really, I don't really have an issue with it, but my thing is I would have done it off camera if I were you, Crystal. I feel like it would have came off more authentic if you would have done it off camera, because now my thing is, okay, you're giving me this gift on camera and cheesing and looking at the camera. I got you Louis Vuitton. You keep looking at the camera. So it makes me think, like, are you doing this out of authenticity and out of being genuine because you really are grateful, or are you doing it for a moment? Are you doing it because you want to flex and show that you went and got Louis Vuitton? And are you doing it because you're trying to get on my good side as the host on day one? Y'all see what I'm saying? Now, Ivory. Let's talk about Ivory, because Ivory's the only girl I know because I've been watching her from South Central Baddies, right? Ivory is really showing me who she is. Now, a lot of y'all may have already known who Ivory was and what her character was like. I'm still getting to know her. Now, after this episode of Young and Reckless, I'm really seeing who Ivory is. Because like I said, I never got a backstory on Ivory, but now I see you, sis. I see you straight for what you are. So Ivory is outside talking to, you know, this group of girls. And I think Ivory is really one of the only girls who's been on Now That's TV. She's been on South Central Baddies. She's been on The Academy. She's been on other shows. So I feel like Ivory's coming in feeling herself. Ivory's coming in feeling like that bitch. Ivory's coming in feeling like top dog, like she gonna run this shit. And that's okay. Feel yourself, Ivory. Feel like that bitch. You should always feel like that bitch. But my issue with Ivory comes in when she was outside talking to those girls. You straight up were giving bully vibes. The entire second half of this episode. She goes up to these girls and she's talking about, I'm gonna go first off straight up, let y'all know right off the bat, you know, I think you're all right, you're pretty, you're okay, but you're boring, and you're boring. And I didn't come all the way out here to Atlanta to be bored. I came out here to be entertained, and you bitches are going to entertain me. Like, who the fuck talks like that to anybody in real life? First of all, you think you're going to get respect from any of these girls talking like that, Ivory? Because I think in your mind that it's coming off cute to the viewers, when in reality you coming off like the big bad bully, okay? And it's just not cute. Like, who do you think you are? And then she goes into the house and tries this bully shit again with Legacy. Legacy and another girl. We see Legacy sitting there, you know, she drinking her orange juice. Let me tell you something. When I saw Legacy with that orange juice, it's what Legacy was doing. When I saw her looking around, drinking that orange juice, I just knew it was fisting to come. Because Ivory, I knew that orange juice was either fisting to go in Ivory's face, or homegirl was fisting to get up and put the hands on Ivory. Because Ivory was standing there in their faces like a bully. It reminded me of a middle school, high school bully in your face doing all this right here. Baby, Miss Legacy said no ma'am. And I got to give Legacy that. Legacy stood her ground. And regardless if she got her ass beat or not, she stood her ground and she said, I'm not about to let no bitch get in my face and talk to me like this. So she does what? She gets up and she swings. Now, I don't think she was expecting what was coming next. Right? I don't think she was expecting what was coming next. Because y'all already know what Ivory do. If you watch her on South Central Baddies, if you've watched her on the other shows, Ivory does what I like to call the King Kong. And when you get King Konged, baby, you better run for your motherfucking life. Because, I mean, and I've said it before, Ivory, when she fights, she does the, I mean, the fists just come, and they're coming like motherfucking King Kong, bitch. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm scared of Ivory. I wouldn't fight Ivory. She fights like a man. But the only thing is, Ivory, you ain't met your match yet. Because here's the thing. Are you listening, Ivory? Are you listening? Here's the thing. One of these days, you're going to cross somebody who's bigger and badder and better than you, and they going to dog walk that ass. And I hope I'm there to witness it on TV, right? I just don't think Legacy was ready. I don't think Legacy was prepared for that. But I give her props. I give her props. And Ivory says in her confessional, it's big Ivory. You don't have no business putting your hands on me. None. Okay, that's true, but you ain't got no business getting up in nobody's face telling them what you gonna do. They're boring, they're ugly, they're whatever. You ain't got no business doing that. So why you acting shocked and confused that you got the paws put on you, Ivory? Well, kind of. I mean, if we're gonna be real here, Ivory won that match, but I'm still proud of old girl for standing up for herself. Now then, out of nowhere, Ivory gonna swing on Shay Bands. And Shay Bands, let me tell you something. You a weak asshole. Cause how you gonna sit there, Shay Bands? I don't know you, Shay. I just met you this first episode. But how you gonna sit there and let this girl hit you upside the head and then you do nothing? She knocked your wig off your head and then you gonna sit there, put your wig back on like nothing happened. If you don't get the fuck up and fight this girl, are you crazy if you don't get up and get your lick back right now? Get your lick back, sis. And one of my complaints, just a couple more complaints, I'm going to let y'all go. One of my complaints with Now That's TV is a lot of their cast members have beef with other girls. And it's just like, it's confusing for people like me because I don't know what's going on. Because they have beef with other girls, and then like the show will start and girls that are new to the house, they just come in swinging right off the bat. I don't know. It's really confusing. I just wish they would cast girls with no prior beef. Like, let them come in the house and get to know one another and let the beef form organically, you know? Because we see at the end of the episode, Adriana is coming into the house with a few of the girls. You know, they're coming in. We're in episode 1. The girls are coming in. Adriana comes in. And when Adriana comes in, we see Crystal run up on her right off the bat. And I'm just like, damn, do y'all even know each other? Where is the beef coming from? Now That's TV is notorious, I've noticed, for bringing girls on with past beefs. And speaking of, can we talk about Adriana for a minute? Adriana was at the end of this episode talking about, I got a good lawyer, bitch. I beat murder cases. Now, I'm spelling that out so I don't get flagged on YouTube for saying the word. But she said, quote, I got a good lawyer, bitch. I beat murder cases. Now, this new generation of kids, these new 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds, no shade to my viewers that are that age, okay? I'm not talking about all y'all, but y'all some weird, goofy ass motherfuckers, okay? Number one, Adriana, you ain't beat shit, okay? You ain't beat shit and you ain't murdered to nobody. So cut the cap and quit flexing, okay? And number two, if you did, let's just say she did murder somebody and beat the case, why would your dumb, goofy, silly, low IQ ass get up on this TV and brag about it? See, that's what's wrong. That's what's wrong with this new generation. See, y'all be so focused on the present moment clout, getting that clout in the present moment, that you don't realize that you got future prison dreams doing that shit. Why? Like, even if you did beat a charge like that, why would you come up on TV bragging about it? Why? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And before I end things, just a little tip for these new age reality stars, these new girls on Now That's TV, on Zeus and all that. Stop looking in the camera, y'all. And y'all, maybe it's because I come from network TV and I'm so anal about certain things, but that's like a big no-no. You don't look in like these girls are constantly looking in the camera and saying this and doing this. The camera is supposed to be a fly on the wall. We ain't supposed to be, production ain't supposed to be here. Y'all ain't supposed to see us. But these girls be talking in the camera, trying to get their moment and doing their big one and doing all this. And it's just like, I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. Anyway, that's my recap and my after show for episode 1. Try to keep it short and sweet. I would love to hear from you guys on what you thought about episode 1. Whose side are you on? Do you have a team so far? Who is your favorite cast member? What did you think about the fights that were on this episode? What do you guys think about Ivory? Do you think Ivory's being a bully? Do you think she won when it came to that fight between her and, what's the girl's name? Legacy. Who do you think won between Ivory and Legacy? I would love to hear from you guys. Stay tuned for the episode 2 recap and after show. I appreciate the love and support. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, join the conversation by getting in the comment section, and if you would like to donate, in the description box below will be ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I love you guys so much for supporting and watching, and we'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. See ya.